Morning, everybody. It is January 13th, Thursday. Week is plowing along. Before I do anything else, I just wanted to, like everybody else, pay tribute to the incredible Ronnie Spector, who passed away. Her history in the music business was really quite amazing, and it was like one of those defining artists. God, you just go through her discography, and it's something in her life. She was an amazing person. So I just wanted to say my heart goes out to family and friends and the music community at the loss of this incredible artist, Ronnie Spector. The boys are out there going crazy. What are you doing? It's always funny. As soon as I acknowledge them, they can't see me, but they stop barking for some reason. They know I'm looking at them. They're just nuts. I'm going to do this, and then there's building a house. They tore a house down around the corner from me, and they're started building a new one, but it's all excavation. And boy, I saw mountains of dirt out there. So I stopped yesterday and said, "Can I have some of that dirt?" And the guy said, "Yeah, but we're leaving now." So I said, "How about come back tomorrow morning?" He said, "Fine." So I'm going to take a couple of trash cans and some buckets and just load the back of the truck up with dirt, because I always have projects where I'm going, God, I wish I had some more dirt, be it filling gopher holes or mixing it with potting soil and stuff just to make a good blend for things. And this time of year everything's pretty shot. But when springtime really hits, there'll be a lot of work to do in the yard, so it'll be nice to have all of that going on out there. So musically, I was looking at a couple of things, and then I came across an album that I went, "Oh God, yeah!" I mean, this is the thing. One of the things I really enjoy in the comment section of all these videos is people saying, "Man, it's so cool finding out about artists that we were unaware of." And turning people on to things that from the past that they really wouldn't know about. And the fun part of it is having so many of these artists have contacted me after doing this, from Jane Getz to Steve Camp to you. I mean, it's amazing how many of them get at least somebody says, "Oh man, Lee Sklar did a thing about you today," and next thing I know, they're contacting me, and a couple of them have said, "We got to do another album. Let's work again," which I'd love to do. So this is one of those artists. This is Becky Hobbs, and we did an album. I've got my notes here that I took. Back in an album called Every Day, which is the song Every Day is the title track. And we did this album in 1977. But rather than write too many notes, I decided just to pull up a little information about Becky and read that, and then I'll give you some information about this album. But it says Becky Hobbs was born in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, as an American country singer, songwriter, and pianist. She first attracted critical attention from rock journalist Stan Findell, who also wrote the liner notes on her debut MCA album, Becky Hobbs, self-titled. She's recorded 7 studio albums and has charted multiple singles on the Billboard Hot Country charts, including the number 10 hit Let's Get Over Them Together, a duet with Mo Bandy. But this is cool. Besides her work as a solo artist, Hobbs has also written for many country and pop acts, such as Helen Reddy, George Jones, Loretta Lynn, Shelley West, Conway Twitty, Alabama, and Ken Mellons. So she's been very active, and a lot of the country artists I worked with were also writers, so they were continuing on. Even when they weren't recording, they were getting songs placed, so they had a high profile. Now, this album was, I've worked with him many times. This was produced by Steve Dorff, who's an incredible producer, arranger. He's a wonderful arranger. And he did all the arranging and conducting on this project. It was engineered by Lenny Roberts We cut it at Larrabee Studios in Hollywood, down on Santa Monica Boulevard. And I mean, the variety of things that I worked on at Larrabee was really fun, from Hall & Oates to Ted Knight to all the Filmation cartoons that we did, the Jabberjaws and Groovy Ghoulies and all that. And I think Steve was all of that stuff. Jimmy Getzoff was the concert master on this, and the background vocalists on these tracks was Kim Carnes, Maxine, and Julia Waters from the incredible Waters family. So the first track I'm going to play you is the title track, Every Day. And I believe that, hold on one second, let me get one thing out here. One piece of information for you. Oh, hold on, there we are up here. So Every Day was written by Petty and Hardin. I just wanted to get some credits in there for songwriting. Let me just get down here. So here we are, Every Day. Heard this one many times. So many people have cut that song. I mean, it's amazing. James Taylor, Buddy Holly. I mean, you name it. That they've done it, and that was an exuberant version of it. And it's myself on bass, Ed Green on drums, Lee Rittenauer, Tom Rotella, and Louis Anderson on guitar, and David Foster on piano. David used to do tons of sessions like this. We used to work a great deal together before he got into serious writing production, and phased a lot of his piano work out, but he's really one of the best piano players in town. Here's a song called The Best Thing I Can Do, and this is myself on bass, John Raines on drums, J.D. Manis on steel, Bill Cuomo on keyboards, Lee Ritenour, Tom Rotella, and Louis Anderson on guitars. And did lots of things with Bill Cuomo, a lot of stuff with Kim Carnes with him. He is a pretty amazing, wonderful player too. So here we go. This is called The Best Thing I Can Do.
I have lived many lifetimes here with you, and I won't give a single one away. There comes a time when you see that what you got is worth everything that you've had to pay. So it's no matter that our plans turn to ashes in our hands, I can tell you it's not easy loving you. It's not easy, but it's the best thing that I can do. I can do. I've left all my early hopes and dreams behind, just to see that yours come true. And I don't regret anything that's led me here, or any trials that we've been through. So it's no matter where you stand, your smallest wish is my command. I can tell you it's not easy loving you. It's not easy, but it's the best thing that I can do. So no matter what you say, I'm gonna see it all the way. And I can tell you it's not easy loving you. It's not easy, but it's the best thing. The best thing I can do.
And that was written by Louis Anderson, who was one of the guitarists on the date. And this next one was really a different taste for it. This was a beautiful song by George and Ira Gershwin. And on this track, it's Someone to Watch Over Me, and it's myself and John Raines on drums, Bill Cuomo on keyboards, again, Lee Ritenour, Tom Rotella, and J.D. Manis on guitars, Larry McNeely on banjo on this one. So here we go, Someone to Watch Over Me. It's such a beautiful song.
There's a saying old says that love is blind. Still we're often told, seek and ye shall find. So I'm gonna seek a certain man looking everywhere, haven't found him yet. He's the big affair I cannot forget. Only man I ever think of with regret.
Whole other spin.
There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be someone to watch over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in the wood. Oh, I know I could always be good to one who watch over me. Although he may not be the man some will think God is handsome, oh, to my heart he carries the key. Won't you please tell him to put on some speed, follow my lead, oh, how I need someone who watch over me. Whoa, whoa. Although he may not be the man some will think of as handsome, oh, to my heart he carries the key. Won't you please tell him to put on some speed, follow my lead, oh, how I need someone who watch over me. Someone to watch over me.
Yeah. Becky Hobbs, and the album is called Every Day from 1977. So there's a bunch of really good songs on this album. So if you like these, check it out and dig what she's got going on, because it was really cool, and it's a real great bunch of players. And it's certainly got on the last one. J.D. Manis has always been like one of the major steel players in town, and it's like always a joy. I sit and watch guys like he and Paul Franklin and Dan Dugmore and all the guys that are like the monster steel players playing, and you just kind of sit there and you go, how the hell can you do that between all the pedals and knee levers and just all the stuff going on. Buck Reed, who many of the tours I did with Lyle Lovett, Buck Reed was on that, and I would stand right near, kind of right off, Buck would be just to my right, and I just kind of sit there watching him going, oh God, Jesus, amazing, just amazing instrument. So I'm gonna get running here. I'm gonna go haul dirt for a little while. And then I've got to go out and get 2 estimates on repairing my truck as the saga of my vehicle continues. I sent in photographs again yesterday and to the insurance company. It's like, God, it's just so maddening that people who do things wrong decide to be aggressive and try to lay the blame on you after they run into you. And the only way this accident would have ever happened, the way they're thinking of it, is if there had been a tornado that picked my truck up and slammed it sideways into the front of her car. That's the only possibility I can think of. And as I recall, we did not have any tornadoes that day in Pasadena. So this is just an ongoing saga. And another ongoing saga is a couple more gigs I had in the book have been postponed, not rescheduled yet, but things just keep getting postponed because of COVID. There's just too much going around that they can't take any chances on it. So they're saying, look, we'll reschedule hopefully March or April for these things. So we'll see what happens. It certainly is disappointing, but not unexpected, because the numbers are still soaring with this, and as long as there's a chunk of population that still has dug their heels in and don't want to get vaccinated, and we're going to be facing this. It's not until we have a huge amount of the population, I mean a really huge amount of the population vaccinated, that it will die out and just become like you're kind of a normal flu year or something like that, where you'll get your booster shot and that'll be it. But as of right now, boy, I'll tell you, life is certainly still disrupted heavily on a daily basis. And one of the things that broke my heart, and I talked about it the other day, was my amp company, Euphonic Audio, having to fold up shop. Can't get the parts they need. It's crazy. And they just said, we gave it the best run we could, and it's time to call it. And it breaks my heart because they're the best amp company I ever worked with. I love those guys. So I just implore you, if you have not done it yet, give serious thought. Don't do it because I'm saying I think you should do it, but really figure out what the hell's going on here so that we can start to get back into some form of the normalcy. Will never be back, but some form of normalcy will settle in. And again, boy, when I see the doctors and nurses talking about this and the stress they're under is just staggering. So my heart's out with them every day. So I'm off to Dirt World. I'm still sitting here covered with all kinds of bruises and stuff from my hands are starting to get better from all my rose thorns. Like I said, I looked like a mini stigmata experience on steroids here. I had so many little cuts and stuff, and I still have a few thorns stuck in me, but they will eventually come out. So that's the world I live in. So take good care. I will see you all tomorrow, and all my best wishes. And again, my heart goes out to friends and family of Ronnie Spector, having lost her. So, and there'll be another one every day, it seems. So, okay, bye-bye.